Hello and welcome to a bonus edition of 7 Stories in 7 Minutes. Story 1. I want to start off with China because there's a lot more going on in China than many would want to think about telling you, and this story particularly just completely shocked me. We've talked about artificial wombs before, so it's not a new thing, sadly, but just look at these images. This is the first pregnancy humanoid robot. Now this is using AI, and I'm not even going to get into the logistics of how that baby, human baby, got into that robot. I'll leave that to your imagination. But my question, I guess, that I have to end with is, who needs women? Think on. Story 2. Are you a flosser? When something gets caught in your tooth, do you immediately reach for the floss pick? Are you frightened of needles? Well, if you've just answered yes to both of those, then, well, get ready, because your next vaccine could be delivered via a floss pick. Yeah, that's right. Apparently, there's a study that says that you can vaccinate using the tissue between the teeth and gums. I can see you all squirming, and I completely get why, but watch what you floss. Story 3, RFK. Let's just talk about RFK, because if anybody thinks that RFK is here to make Britain great again, they've got another thing coming. He's not here to rescue us, everybody. And I'm sorry if that's a controversial comment, but his agenda clearly is to lower drug prices in the USA. And his agenda isn't against mRNA vaccines per se. As you can see here, he's clearly very pro mRNA cancer vaccines. And I want to take you back to Project Stargate, where Larry Ellison of Oracle is going to be busy manufacturing AI cancer vaccines for use here in the UK. So just think on. And perhaps you might want to go back and look at my video on YouTube calling all UK citizens because you are about to become or are becoming a cancer lab rat. Go and have a look, because it is quite concerning, because it's like America, you make them, Britain, we test them on our own population. Just moving on to story 4, which is kind of in tandem with story 3. I want to talk about Manjaro, which is the hashtag skinny jab, the one that we've been talking about so often. Serious adverse reactions, like really serious, even thyroid cancer, I have to say, these skinny jabs. So Manjaro, which is made by Eli Lilly, they are going to make it even more expensive for people to inject dangerous pharmaceuticals into themselves, because don't forget, once you inject, you can't uninject. So today, now, remember, in the UK, if you are waiting for treatment in the NHS, you might be told to lose weight, right? You're going to have to prove evidence that you've lost weight. And if some of you have got a substantial amount of weight to lose, then you may be prescribed one of the skinny jabs, or you may feel that you've only got a short time space, so you'll go and get them yourself. Well, I'm telling you now that it would have cost you £122 a month, but now it's going to cost £330 a month. I'll repeat, £330 a month. That's a 170% increase. I'll be sticking to calorie counting, and they are very dangerous. And I would just like to say that Lawrence Tallon at the MHRA has actually vocalised how the NHS can't afford them. Moving on to story 5, on the same similar theme, Nordisk, who manufacture Ozempic, so they've halved the US price of Ozempic. Do you see where this is going? People in the US that maybe don't have health insurance or low health insurance, they're going to be offered this for £25. Well, that's not going to be the price that you pay in the UK for Ozempic. And again, this is a very dangerous injection. Once injected, you can't uninject. And once again, they're going to be tested on the UK and tested in Europe at a very high price. See where this is going? US prices down, UK prices and Europe prices up. This is a drugs war. Story 6. Have you got a wood burner? A good old-fashioned wood burner. I hope you have, because they're really cozy. But you may have been persuaded, or friends of yours may have been persuaded, to have bought an eco wood burner. I'm not quite sure what those are, but they're meant to be better for the environment. Well, apparently, no, they're not. And no, they're not. The indoor air quality, apparently, no, it's no good. You've got to get rid of your eco wood burner. And thank you to all the people that piloted this in Guildford, Surrey, because I would just say, look, when I was being brought up, we only had open fires and it was lovely and cosy and we're all fine. We survived. But according to the government now, your eco burner, not a good thing to have, but you make your own minds up. I do love a fire. Story 7. I never thought I'd end up sticking 2 fingers. I won't do it because it's rude, but sticking 2 fingers up at BP. But that's actually what I'm going to do. Well done, BP, because they are sticking 2 fingers up at Ed Miliband. Isn't that a lovely thought? So what they're going to do is they're going to reopen one of their oil fields that before they said was uneconomic. This is the Murloc oil field. So this is going to be scheduled for another 10 years. So fantastic. Well done, BP. May we see more of it. And that, everybody, is your bonus edition of 7 stories in 7 minutes. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please share, and thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.